Okay, this is part 2 of habits that transform your life. Not doing this tomorrow or one day soon. We're doing this now. Today. Now. So yes, the last place that I left off was with self-talk, right? So I actually wanted to also mention that the more you choose, to have and accept more positive and empowering beliefs, right, and thoughts and perspectives, the more that it begins to become the norm, right? Obviously nowadays, or now at the beginning, your norm might be more negative thoughts, and that's okay. Like, you gotta start from somewhere. So the more you practice, and don't beat yourself up when you hear the thoughts, because they're not pretty. So the more you practice, the more it actually begins to transform, because the mind only accepts what you give it. It's not here like dictating. Literally, some people actually think they have no control over their mindset, which is that really something you want to believe again? Like, you got to choose. These are actually beliefs. They're not facts. They're not set in stone. Like, yeah, every human will have a mind that controls them. Like, huh? No, me and my mind, we're friends. We're best friends, So yeah, talk to your mind like with love, like with appreciation. Like, wow, I really appreciate everything that you do for me. Like, and then you start to see that your mind helps you. Like, yeah, like there'll be moments that pop up, or like situations that you're thinking about that situation, but then it will just like come to you. You're like, wow, that's such a great idea. And obviously it could be intuition as well, but I'm talking about like navigating the worldly reality sort of thing. So it's like intuition, mind, body, like the whole shebang be working together. And it's just peaceful, perfect alignment. It's just beautiful. So yeah, talk to yourself with love. It really does make a difference. With love, with confidence, with trust. Yeah, you got it. You got it for sure. I would also say doing something meditative. Yeah, and I don't mean like crossing your legs over and be like, oh, like you ain't got to do that if that's not for you. But I'm just saying, like, just taking a moment at the beginning of the day, even throughout the day, like, I don't want to give like minimum minutes, because I don't think that really matters per se. It's just how at peace it makes you feel within that moment and moving forward. That's what that really matters. So it could be like literally 2 minutes, it could be 5 minutes, it could be 20 minutes, like whatever works for you is good. So yeah, just taking a moment to not think about all these issues and all these things, and just think about nothing if you can. Do yoga, water plants, like something that just makes you feel at peace. And the whole reason of doing it is the peace element, so yeah, I feel like nowadays everyone just gets so carried away in like routine and getting things done, which is also important, don't get me wrong, because action really does play a role. But at the same time, it's like you got to take care of your internal world. You really, really do, because it does affect your external experiences. If you're working, if you go to school, and if you're running a business, imagine you're at work, right, and something just pisses you off. And we all have them moments and days or whatever, like not a good day, people call them, or a colleague annoyed someone, or whatever. Let me give you my own personal example, because it makes it easier to relate. So I I knew that I had a lot of things to get done in a day, and normally my laptop is okay. Like it's a brick laptop, but it works as it's supposed to work. So this morning I'm just like, yeah, ready to get all these things done. Da, 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 da. And then the laptop had the audacity to be like, what's the word? Flickering, like glitching. Yeah, that's the word, glitching. And just really going very slow. And I was just like, oh, stop it. Stop it. Like things that I could be getting done in like 10 minutes. It was taking me like 3-4 times as long. So then, you know what I did? Instead of getting annoyed and, setting that negative outlook on the rest of my day, I began to play a video, basically the so the chanting sort of video on YouTube. Like there's bare of them, like a lot of them on YouTube. And I'm so glad that I did that, because first of all, the is really representative of like just calmness and relaxation. This is why it's so important to really incorporate all these habits into your routine, because when things might not be going the best, you have these habits and patterns in place to tap into it when you need them, and it makes a difference. I kid you not. Yeah. Within 5 minutes of playing that video, maybe even less, my laptop was normal. I'm being deadly serious, and I was on the roll. Within 2 hours, I was done with work, and I was supposed to finish within like 6 more hours after that, but I was done for the day. So it was just like, know what works for you. Know what would piss you off. Know that you're getting to a point where you are getting pissed off before you actually get pissed off. Like, that's so important. And when I say pissed off, that could be anything. So emotional, too emotional, fearful, what else do people be? Angry, whatever the case may be. This is why self-awareness is really important, but when you can perceive that something's happening and your emotional levels is kind of changing in ways that you don't want, it's like, okay, cool. Bring in those habits and patterns that would elevate your frequency. And guys, it's really a game changer. Like, it really is important, and it does work. So yeah, that's just one example. So yes, another thing as well, another habit is journaling. And I know like a lot of people say this, and it's a thing, and it's really important, because that's just another way that you can really spend time with yourself and get to know yourself. Yeah. And you ain't gotta understand everything you're writing. Just write. I assure you that days after, or weeks after, or months after, or years after, whatever the case may be, when you go back and check what you wrote, you understand it. You get it. And be like, whoa, this is so true and amazing. Like, I didn't even understand what I was writing when I was writing it, but I'm just so grateful that I wrote it, because now I know for sure. Yeah, I think I should actually make a whole video about journaling as well. And when I say journaling, please, writing would be nice. Like, pen, paper, they still exist. And you could also like use your voice. you know, whether that's like video or audio, journaling, that's great as well. Like literally just go about your business, like go take a walk in nature and just speak. It really does help. And when you go back to listen to it, you'll feel the encouragement of what you're saying. You'll feel the lessons that you're learning from what you wrote or spoke or whatever. You'll feel the passion coming through, and it's just all round a great outlet for creativity as well. So yeah, journaling is great. Yeah, it's amazing. Yeah, let me give you actually one personal example, right? So there was a time where I actually asked, this is the amazing stuff, because sometimes, or a lot of the times, yeah, the universe will give you answers before you even knew there was a question. I'm not the only one that experiences that, right? I kid you not. So basically, as I was journaling, I was writing things down, and I was just like, okay. And then there'll be times where my mindfulness bell would ring when I wrote that specific thing down. So I was like, okay, cool, this must be important. Don't know what it is, but it must be important, you know? And that's the way you gotta look at things. Like, nothing happens by random. That's what I used to really believe back in the days. Like, coincidences exist and things are random. They just happen because they happen. Like, no, honey, everything happens for a reason. Things have been planned for a reason that serves you. So yeah, so I was writing these things down. Mindfulness bell will ring. I'll make notes of these things that I was writing, right? And then I had a question that I presented to the universe, which was basically, what are the virtues that would really help me in this lifetime? Like, what are the virtues that I need to know and practice to help me in this lifetime, right? I kid you not. All those things that I was making a note of, they were the virtues. You know, and this is why journaling and going back to what you wrote and reading them is so important, because you start to see the patterns and the themes emerging through, right? And so yeah, that's what I did. I went back and I read through all the things that I said, okay, cool, this one was important and this one was important. And then I literally made like I got a page where I just wrote them all out, all the virtues all out, literally right here. So these are the virtues, and then these are the things that will help me to achieve practicing those virtues, you know? So I remember like receiving things like compassion, self-love, choosing, knowing that I'm complete, completion, wholeness. And yeah, these are really things that was definitely very important to me, even though I didn't know it at the time. And it's amazing because then it was like, okay, now I know, now I can actually focus on them. So yeah, journaling is very important. Please take it on if you don't already. The next one I would say, next very helpful habit, is to create mantras for yourself, right? And again, I don't necessarily mean the like, no. I just mean like creating and writing out short self-affirmations, right? And placing them in locations where you know you're going to see them. Not, oh yeah, that's a nice location for it to be in, even though you might see it only once a day. Like, that's not going to work. That's not going to be good enough. Like, we need things that you see on a regular basis throughout the day. So whether that's like on your desk, or put it as your phone, because a lot of people be on their phones, on your phone, what's it called? Wallpaper, screen, background, whatever it's called. Like, yeah, write it on there. Because as soon as you have your phone, you see it every single time, and then it gets to a point where like you don't even notice that it's there anymore because it's so ingrained in you. That might be a good time to update the mantra, right? Because then it's just like, okay, cool, it's seeped in. What's the next one? So I actually change my mantras like weekly, just so I know that I'm always like progressing and evolving. And it works. It's amazing. I love it so much. Like right now, my mantra is feed your vision. There's one of it that says I am resilient, and then there's another one that says manifesting master. So yeah, mantras really do work. Even if you need to stick it on your wardrobe, because you're always gonna go to your wardrobe to get clothes, right, and change. Hopefully you do. People do that, right? yeah. So yeah, another thing I would say is physical exercise. Like, it's important still, like physical activities, just doing something. Like, okay, cool, mentally you're in a great state of mind, which is great, but I still feel like some sort of physical activities, it does help, especially with the body, because your spirit and your soul is still within the body. Like, you need to take care of the body. So whether that's you're going to the gym or like running or doing skipping every day, or if you have like one of them cycling bicycles at home, that works. Even if it's just like something that's simple and amazing as going for a walk out in nature, that's great. Like, just incorporate it within your routine and make it a habit, sort of thing. Because when you physically feel great, it elevates that mental and emotional energy. So it's like it adds fire to it. So yeah. And then the next thing, this is the last one. Perfect. Obviously, as I said, it's not exhaustive. The list is not exhaustive because there's plenty of other things as well, but these are the main ones for me personally. So the last one is developing the habit of seeing the beauty in all things. Like, this is an important one because a lot of people actually think that they don't complain, and I used to be one of these people, right? I used to just think like, I'm just saying it how it is. I'm just being real. I'm just speaking facts. But no. Once you really, like with any situation that you're coming across, once you just make it an intention to be like, okay, how did this situation benefit me? What did I learn from this experience? How did I grow? Right? What positive outcomes were there? Once you start asking yourself those questions, you start to see like, oh, shit, maybe I did complain back in the days, but that's okay. At least now you know, and you can move on to better things and better days. So yeah, and it's always so amazing when you see the beauty in things, because then that brings out the element of gratitude, and gratitude is one of the most powerful feelings that you can really feel and exhibit. So yeah, just being grateful and just seeing the beauty in all things as much as you can. Like, with all these habits, you ain't gotta be perfect. You ain't gotta be perfect. You just gotta do you. You just gotta do you to the best of your ability. And that is good enough. That's great, actually. So yeah, just keep going with whatever you're doing. As long as like it's your passion and you enjoy it, then go for it and keep going for it. And hopefully like these habits will really help when things are not that great, because you know life is ups and down, like it fluctuates, and that's okay. You just got to learn how to ride the wave and flow with life. And the thing is, once you incorporate these habits, right, you will start to see that the universe actually helps you along the way, and it's so amazing, because then you feel that support, you feel like the guidance, you see the signs, so you're just like, thank you. So yeah, that is the end of this video. Hopefully that was helpful. But yeah, I really did enjoy making this video, and thanks for listening.